Hey everybody, this is Carol at Big Cat Rescue, and I'm standing way back because today we're trying to move Dryden and Kewlona back there on the other side of that hill. I think you might be able to see Afton and Gale. And so what they are doing is at breakfast time, the cats are used to coming into their feeding lockouts. So they're feeding the cats with the hopes of dropping the door down behind them and catching them in their feeding lockouts. And if they're successful, and I think they already caught one. I saw the door go up and come back down. Looks like Afton's trying to get that last cat out though, because it's hard when you get two in the same cage to get both of them to do something like that, especially after the first one gets caught. But what they're going to try and do is catch the cats in the lockout, and then we'll go in there with our transport crates, those squeeze cages, and go inside the cage and put it up next to the guillotine door. And then when we open the door and we cover the squeeze cage, hopefully the cats will move away from us into the dark covered cage, and we can move them to their new space. Their new space is going to be, gosh, almost 3 times the space that they have right now. These guys came in with a rescue group of 6 cats in October of last year from South Dakota, and there were 4 bobcats and 2 cougars, and the whole thing came down really fast, so we just had to put cats everywhere we could, and then we tried to modify other cages that were maybe more appropriate for them once we figured out what they like and don't like. One of the things that we like to do when they first arrive is to see what their personality is like. And so if they are really shy and don't want to be around people, then we don't want to put them out on the tour path. But these guys have proven to, even though they started out shy, they're not so shy now. And the space that we created for them has a lot of space on the tour path and a lot of space off the tour path. So they can choose whether or not they want to be visible. I'm really hoping that they'll choose to be visible because they're young and playful and they get along great with each other, and so I think people will really enjoy seeing that camaraderie. Most cats are solitary, and as a result they don't want to live together, but these guys had been raised together where they came from. In fact, they're brother and sister, and they've been together their whole lives, so they're fixed so that we don't have to worry about babies, and hopefully they will enjoy staying together for the rest of their lives. You can find out more about them at bigcatrescue.org/catbio, and their names are Dryden, D-R-Y-D-E-N. You can pick his story, or Kewlona, K-E-W-L-O-N-A. And you can hear her story or read her story from that page. I hear lions in the background. Oh, I see a bobcat coming out of the den. She's looking at the food. I'll see if I can zoom in for you guys. Afton caught the one she was after, and Gail just dropped the door again. So that was Gail giving everybody the all clear to bring the catch cages over to the cage. So maybe she got them. I'll walk over there quietly and see. I'm going to have to be quiet from this point forward though, because these guys are really spooky. Lori, Seth should be cleared to go back out to the lake today or tomorrow. We'll ask Jamie a little later on. Terrell Hooper's doing okay. This morning he took his meds and he ate. He didn't eat a lot, but he was mostly interested in Keisha. I gotta tell you, I know everybody wants him back over at the lake so they can see him, but he's really loving being between two girls. So Dryden took a little bit more coaxing with these boards, and unfortunately they didn't bring the right tools, so they were trying to stick 4x4s through these 4-inch holes, which was really awkward. But he finally decided that being in the transport was better than being out here where they were making his cage smaller and smaller and smaller with those boards. So as you can see, the one to the far left, and then the next one, the next one, the next one to try and squeeze him in. So now they're going to go in and try and catch Kewlona. Afton is protecting their heads from the cookies on the door. I think that rope needs to be replaced before anybody else goes in here.
Well, we're doing a whole total thing on this cage because they're building a new platform in here for Ariel.
Oh, nice.
Oh, honey.
And Kewlona decided to eat her breakfast while she waited.
Well, she ate some of it. She's still kind of not like woken.
She's had a neck and a couple bites of mush.
Yeah, like what?
So watch how close you get.
Okay.
Because I'm all claws and
because
teeth.
there's a little bit of a gap between. Oh, baby. Stress poop.
Better now than in the cage.
Yeah, exactly.
She's seen it.
So when cats are in fear of something happening, a lot of times they will pee and defecate. And the reason is they don't know if they're going to have to fight or flight to run. So they want to be all ready to do that. And so she took the opportunity to eliminate any excess load.
That little wood piece, yeah.
No, in the back.
They want to make that feel as stable as possible so that she doesn't feel like it's all callywhoppers when she walks in there.
Maybe. These sticks are much longer.
Can you get out of her field of vision? Nice work, ladies.
So you guys cleaning front. I put the poop outside of the lockout. Okay. And then they're stressing.
Okay, you guys can go back in and help her again.
I know, they are wonderfully ferocious. And it's always a challenge moving bobcats. Usually, just about any other cat, if we take those sticks with the blunt squares on the end to push them, they just want to be away from the stick. They don't want to be touched. People always say, don't you pet them? No, they don't want to be touched. They don't want to be touched by our hands. They don't want to be touched by sticks. They don't want to be touched. So just barely touching them is enough to get them to move away. But with a bobcat, they want to fight about it. They're like, I am going to kill you and your freaking sticks. So it's a lot harder to get a bobcat to move into a transport. yes, the purpose of all of this is these guys came into this cage when they first arrived because it was off the tour path and we didn't know if they would be too shy around people. Turns out they're not terribly shy. So we have been getting ready for a long time a much larger enclosure. It's about 3 times the size of what they had now. So it'll be closer to 3,600 square feet. Maybe not quite that. I think it's more like 3,000. And they're going to love it. They got a new platform. They like to be up very, very high. And so they're going to have a really high platform in there and lots of places where they can either be on the tour path if they want, or they can go in the back where they don't have to see people at all. All of our cages have spaces for the cats to get away from people so that they can like hide inside these big dens without being seen by the public. But in their case, they'll even have a lot of land space where nobody can see them. These guys are fully clawed, and so that's why Jamie's giving them directions on how to pick this cage up safely so that the cats can't reach their fingers.
Grab the sheet with you though.
Yeah, you don't want to be tripping over that. Oh, it's not long enough to trip over. And for those of you who are just tuning in, this is Dryden and Kewlona going to their new enclosure. You can find out all about them. All of our cats' stories are online at bigcatrescue.org/catbio.
3 feet.
I hit it last time, so I really don't want to take this time.
So every day we try to do a Facebook Live question of the day, and the person who gets the answer right first wins their choice of a day tour pass to Big Cat Rescue, which is valued at $36, or any one item from either of our online stores, catrescue.biz or bigcatrescue.biz, valued up to $36. And the answers need to go at not in the comments here. You have to go to.
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna go weigh them first.
Big,
No need to go out there.
Big Cat Rescue. There's a lot of noise over here. BigCatRescue.biz or .win. Can I ride with you? Are you going to the hospital?
No.
I'll ride with. Are you going to the hospital, Afton?
Yeah.
We'll ride with Afton. Because they're going to weigh these cats and see how they're doing. When they arrived, they were sopping wet.
Yeah, they were. I forgot about that. They look completely different from when we first let them out.
They're so beautiful now.
They are.
If you look at their rescue video, you're just like, oh my gosh, they look like
What's
real
wrong
rats.
with them? Yeah. Got their hair gel in or something.
So, first person to go to bigcatrescue.org/win and type in the name of the facility, full name of the facility where Dryden and Kewlona were rescued from, will win the prize. And if you get the answer right and you're not the first person, there will be a picture of the day there that Luana posts every day. And if you want her to email that picture to you and you have the right answer, just put a tick box by the picture and she will send that to you. The place to put your answers is bigcatrescue.org/win. And right now we're going to go weigh them, but they're just going to set the crate on the scale and get a weight. So it may not be terribly interesting. You're not going to miss anything for the next few minutes.
Oh no, not Dryden. I was thinking, oh, this is going to be interesting and exciting.
Sassy moved great though. That was.
I didn't even get there in time for Sassy.
She just followed me right in. I had to give her one piece to coax her along the way because she just wasn't sure about the safety gate area. Yeah. I took a whole bucket. She just followed me over.
Sassy Cougar was from that same rescue, and she's been out on vacation in the 22,000 square foot FunCation, but her time was up, so she went back home. Do you know who's going out there next?
Dryden and Kewlona are going out there.
They're going in vacation and then they're going to their cage.
Yep.
Oh,
to make sure that we
nice.
have everything done with the cage that they're moving to. They will be vacationing for a couple weeks.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Oh, I like that.
Lots of hiding places for them in there.
I really wanted to paint those new columns that they built too. They just kind of really stick out, those big shiny silver columns inside of that brown painted cage
Oh.
where they went around the tree.
Yep.
So I was like, oh man, they're putting the cats in there today
Oh, yeah,
and I
nope.
didn't get that done.
Nope. The email said to have it done by March 9th, I think. So
Is that when
we
they
have
come
a
off
couple more
FunCation?
time. Yeah, I think so.
Do you know who's going out to vacation rotation?
Yes, Kali is going out after Priya comes home. After Priya.
Well, that'd be
comes
easy.
home. Yeah.
I think
And
Priya's-
she's hungry too, so Kali should run right out of there.
Yeah. Kali's always wanting to run into that tunnel.
Yeah, yeah.
I love the tunnel. It's the best part.
And hopefully Priya remembers that it wasn't so bad the first time. Because that was interesting. To want to just go home for food. She's very motivated this morning. I've never seen her run so fast when I was trying to lock her into the roof section so that we could get her to come home. But I just called her over, clapped my hands, and that cat come running so fast.
Are you talking about
It's
Kali
easy.
or Priya?
Priya. Yeah.
I think they got lost.
Yeah.
It
Or
does
I
not
was just
take
a
that long
really
to get
fast
here.
driver. I don't know. Maybe they had to take the long way because they can't turn Gertie around.
Oh, there they come.
Don't celebrate too soon until you get past that white wall.
No, straight ahead. Yeah, straight ahead.
They scare me to death right there at that corner.
Yeah, it's like really confused what I hit.
Go ahead and bring them both in.
Well, let's wait for the.
Do you know which one's in which crate?
Silver scale.
We will when we rip the sheet off. I think that's Dryden.
Yeah.
Because he went on last. All right, wait, don't take it off yet. Let's get the other cage in and then shut the door. All right, set her down and then let's get the door shut, please. Okay, now I'll take this off.
It's been exposed.
All right, cover him up and let's get her on.
Magic trick. I felt like I was doing.
You would never pass the
Take
sheet test, yeah.
Do you want that down further or just do it?
Yeah.
It makes you feel better.
Just a little.
Just be cool for that. That's a long sheet. I feel good. I'm like, dear. I forgot to tell her those.
No, just
Okay, thank you.
yeah. That's I need to write that on
Ongoing.
her sheet. Okay.
So what they are doing is weighing the cats.
Oh, I was like, she barking now?
What an annoying phone call.
Radio.
So they're weighing the cats so that if they do need any kind of medical intervention later on, we have a rough idea of how much they weigh for the purpose of sedation.
Oh, gotcha.
But
Okay.
these guys are perfectly healthy, and they're just going out to
Okay, yeah, get 'em
the
loaded up.
FunCation. And they'll have 2 weeks in FunCation, and then they just had a new enclosure that's about 3,000 square feet modified for them, where they will be living after FunCation. FunCation is going to be a lot of fun for these two because they're young and healthy and active.
Do we need to move it over so
All right, I'm going to shut this down for now, and we'll open it back up when we get over to FunCation.
that the sheet was there because if I would have saw his face.
It's a busy, busy day. This is Jamie awaiting the arrival of Kewlona and Dryden. She's inside the cage so that she can open the door. Hang tight. You'll see how we do that safely so that nobody's actually in the cage with the cat.
Yeah, as we're taking the counting.
It'll be interesting. It's really fun.
Are we
Go
going to do a
ahead.
contest?
No.
No contest. Okay. Kewlona was 19.2 and Dryden was 24.6. Really? Yeah. He is small.
They're both
They're
small.
fluffy.
That fluff doesn't weigh much.
Does not weigh much, no. All right, so we can go ahead and, are we going to release them into the back of the small section or release them out into the big section? Okay, so go ahead and grab them and we'll get them out and at this door over here.
Take a cat. And watch your fingers.
After two of the cameras are together and back in our
Yeah, go in right here. Yeah. And then over towards me.
Could you leave Shannon shut the dock, but you can let Blue Wells open here?
Okay, you can just set him down right there for a second. Go ahead and get her in. And you're gonna set her, go through, maybe you guys move down just a little bit more because you guys gotta go through here. And then set her down in front of that door.
With the door facing the door.
Yeah, the, two clips on this one. Running out because you're gonna go, oh my god, there's nowhere to hide.
Or they're not going to come out at all.
There's the palmetto is right there, so it's hard to.
Do we need, so we need,
It's too big.
wait, you want me to go get the short piece from up front?
I can just take this clip.
Bobcats in a tiger-sized door. It's too big.
So they're going to have to cover part of the door so that the cat doesn't spin around and come right back at the face.
Welcome to Florida. It's worse.
This is Dryden and Kewlona, the Bobcats, going out to FunCation, this 22,000 square foot enclosure, all under roof. They'll get 2 weeks vacation out here before moving to their new home, which is about 3,000 square feet. She's like, is anybody following me?
Is this okay? Should I be doing this?
I'm gonna go find the den, and you're not gonna see me. Well, it would be okay if they hide in that den up front, because then they would come out and see. All right, let's put it.
There she goes.
There she goes.
Found my den. See you in a couple weeks, she said.
And she went right out the other side. All right, next up is Dryden, her brother.
Our finger strength is coming in too.
And in addition to this big open space, they also have this much more secluded treed area that once we get out of there, those doors will be open and they'll have access to come way back here away from the public if they want. And she's trotting around the whole cage.
Come on, buddy, turn around. Funny, they took the same route.
Yeah, they did. She's all the way over there. Yep, in the den.
Out the front. You gotta take the den a little faster than she did.
Yeah. She wasn't messing around. Out the front.
Where is she at?
Over there. Oh, she sees him. Now she's coming back. Oh, man, brother, I'm over here.
No, no, she's like hanging out. Like,
Where am I?
Good morning, everybody. For those who are just signing on, this is Kewlona and Dryden on their first vacation in the FunCation space. It's about 22,000 square feet, and I've got this zoomed way in, so I apologize for it being shaky. But if you look on the far side of the ridge down there where that ball is, that's Dryden, and Kewlona has gone out past the platforms up in the far south corner. Now there's a golf cart coming by and they're like, ah! Run from the golf cart!
Look at them running, they're so cute. That one's very scary.
He's so unaccustomed to seeing cats move around. Our cats are also old and lazy, and these guys are like, woo!
Oh, wow.
I went straight back. Stab your butt.
So as soon as we get out of this area, I'm sure they'll come back here where it's more secluded. And you can see Afton just put the door up so they can come back here where all the brush is that will give them some cover, or they may find that den up there once we're not back here.
Yeah, she's just up there just pacing around like.
I'm really excited about it. Man, our neighbor's got much bigger.
Those are seagulls, Laura. All right, we're going to sign off for now.